This is a ton of fun. Yes, indeed. Hello, YouTube. Stuck in Columbia, Missouri right now because according to what I heard on CB radio, a little over an hour or so ago, a couple of truckers got together on 70 westbound and sideswiped, and I'm not sure what the aftermath of it really was, but apparently both trucks ended up across the interstate, blocking both lanes of traffic. And so right now 70 westbound is at a standstill. Right now where I'm at, I'm just shy of mile marker, well, the exit for exit 124, and behind me by about a truck length, a little more than truck length, is I'm not sure if it's Missouri DOT or if it's local fire and rescue or whoever. It's a pickup truck with blue and red flashers on it that is holding the left lane open right now in order to make sure the emergency vehicles can actually get through to the accident scene. All of us are in the right-hand lane waiting for an opportunity to get past the scene so we can get on our way. I-70 is basically a skating rink masquerading as an interstate right now. I got out a little while ago to clean my windshield wipers off because I had an opportunity to do so, plus they were getting a little bit icy, so because I'm stopped, I had a chance to clean them off, took care of that. So that's good. But yeah, it's a skating rink out there. I about ate it when I was coming around my truck's hood. If I hadn't had a hand ready on the hood of the truck itself, I might have gone down pretty hard because it's got to be probably quarter inch at least in some spots, probably maybe a half to 3/4 of an inch of ice on top of the interstate right now. So it's just a glacier that I'm driving on, which is just super fun. I've only done about 64 miles today. I overnighted in Warrenton at that pilot right there. And when I was leaving that pilot, there was a gentleman who his trailer had slid off the road, the frontage road from the truck stop, and he was stuck. And then when I was trying to get across the bridge to get to 70 westbound, a truck that was coming off of 70 westbound to try to get to the truck stop, he was getting stuck and the bridge was blocked. So I had to get on 70 east, go up to the next exit, roundabout that way through, and then get back on 70 west. And when I finally got back to the exit I had overnighted at, they had only just cleared the mess and trucks were starting to move again, so it was kind of sort of time well spent, but whatever. And then as I was heading west on 70, alternating between relatively clear road and just totally trashed road, I saw 6 incidents at least. I think maybe it was closer to 8 or 9 of trucks that were either had slid off the road or had jackknifed into a ditch in some capacity. So not a really good day at all for driving. A lot of guys, from what it seemed like, they were just not even going to try to drive because I know 70 is a pretty busy road most of the time based on my limited experience. I don't do a lot of work on I-70, at least in Missouri. And the few times I have been on I-70 in Missouri, it was a heck of a lot busier than it was this morning, that's for sure. But because of the weather conditions and the road conditions, a lot of drivers just like, we're not going to try it. We're just going to sit. We're going to wait for the road crews to clear things out, get some salt down, get some sand down, whatever. Make sure these roads are safe before we drive and risk our lives and our rigs and our livelihood on treacherous roads. So yeah, I kind of regret being out here right now because I'm stuck in a traffic jam waiting for this accident situation to be cleared up so I can keep moving. But at the same time, I also do not consider it a poor thing that I did attempt to drive today, just because I was keeping it at a pretty safe speed, and I was in the groups of other trucks, and we were keeping enough space that we had a good chain of communication. Most of us were on CBs at different points. We were passing information back and forth about, road conditions, accident scenes, emergency vehicles, things of that nature. So if you don't have a CB radio in your truck, they are good to have. They are valuable things to have as part of your equipment repertoire on board your vehicle. I've got the Cobra 29LX, I believe it is. I got that for free, quote unquote, for free. with my Love's Rewards points. I got that from a Love's Truck Stop about this time last year, actually. I'd only been an owner-operator for about a month or so. I was like, yeah, I better get a CB just to have it and put it in the truck. So I had enough points. All right, let's just do it. Don't regret it. It's come in very handy a lot over the last year or so. So I do recommend you grab one if you can. And if you can bulk up enough points to do it and get it for free, there you go. Do it that way. Anyway, so yeah, skating rinks and truck wrecks and stupidity and madness. I did have one pretty significant close call this morning. A box truck had jackknifed pretty badly and almost rolled in the right lane of I-70, and the gentleman ahead of me by about 2-3 truck lengths, he got on his brakes okay and was able to clear it, but when I was getting on my brakes to get slowed down to get around that wreck, I felt my drive tire start to try to lock up a little bit. I was like, oh no, this is not going to be good. So I pumped the brakes a little bit, made sure I didn't fully lock up, kept an eye on my trailer to make sure I wasn't going to start, fishtailing the trailer axles out of alignment, but everything stayed where it was supposed to, and I was able to get around the wreck scene just fine, no problem there. But the gentleman who was behind me, he must have got on his brakes a bit harder, or he was riding a bit heavier. I'm not sure which. All I know is that his trailer tandems began to step out to his left, and if they'd gone a little bit further, he might have been pulled into a jackknife. Thankfully, he was not pulled into a jackknife situation, and he, I believe, is still behind me in this parking lot of a traffic jam right now, safe and sound. Everything's fine with him. So that was a bit hairy there, but we all got through it. Everything was fine. And that's just where we're at. And, again, I had an opportunity while I was shut down, well, not shut down, while I'm stopped here in this wreck traffic jam to clear off my windshield and get my wiper blades cleaned off and all that good stuff. So, now it's about time for lunch. I might make myself some bowl of soup here in a minute or two, just because what the heck, why not? Got the time for it. It doesn't seem like we're going to be moving anytime soon, as it looks like. Anyway, I'm just trying to see up around here. I mean, we're basically fully shut down at the moment. I've been sitting here for, check my log here right quick, hour 20 minutes. I've been sitting here, so hopefully they get things opened up here pretty soon, but at the same time, it's one of those things where if the wreck was really bad and they got to do a lot of scene documentation, or they have a lot to clean up from the scene, or if there's diesel spills or fluid leakages or whatever else, and that could really get things messed up. But so far they have not yet begun to reroute us off of the interstate in order to use the roads around Columbia to get around the scene. They are holding us on the interstate for the time being, which is unfortunate, but at the same time, that's just the nature of the beast. There really is not much of anywhere for us to go. A lot of the roads, from what I see here, they are not really what I would consider truck friendly in conditions like this, because I-70 is a glacier, and I'm pretty sure the roads around this area are not probably in a very similar condition to I-70, just because of how heavily and how rapidly the snow came down and just pelted the crap out of this whole region. So wherever you are, I hope if you were in the middle of this storm in any capacity, that you are safe and warm and you still have power, and that you've got food and water and all the stuff you need to weather it comfortably. So yeah, good times. Winter, always fun. Anyway, folks, I'll see you down the road.